Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at Venn diagrams. Okay, this is a concept that I found really difficult for IGCSE. Surprisingly, it's an easy concept, but you can get confused when it comes to the questions. The questions they give you are sometimes very confusing, so you need to be careful with how you proceed with these, and I hope I can clarify all the confusion and problems you have with this concept. So, what is a Venn diagram? So, Venn diagrams allow us to show two or more characteristics of a situation where there may be an overlap between them. So, for example, students in a Venn diagram can study biology or chemistry. There may be students who study both. There could be students who study only biology. There could be students who study only chemistry, and then there could be students who study neither of that. So, as you can see, a Venn diagram conveys a lot of information from such a simple structure. So let's take a look at set notation. This is very important because this is what you're going to use for your IGCSEs, and this is what they are going to use to give you questions for your final exams. So this symbol, it is the universal set, the set of everything. So over here you can see in this box, outside this box you write this shape E. It means that everything in this entire Venn diagram is a part of this universal set of E. Okay, so everything in this, whatever element of A, whatever overlap of B, whatever is not in the part of A and B, it is everything is a part of this universal set. Okay, A is an element of B. The symbol means it's an element of, which means that A is in the set of B. If you look at part B, that would mean that A would be a small element, a part of this entire set of B. A union B means that intersection of A and B. Okay, it is the overlap of A and B. So the part which is common between A and B. Okay, A union B, it means that everything in A or everything in B or everything in between or both of A and B. So that's what I mean by A union B. Okay, next up are the complements. So A complement means that everything outside A. So if this is A, everything outside A would be this universal set, part of B which is not in common with A. Okay, similarly with B, even though they are common, this part where you can see A intersecting B, this is the part which is common with A and B, but even though it's a common part of A and B, even though it's a part of A, it is still a part of B. So when you're looking at B complement, it means that you're not going to shade this part, it's only going to be this. Okay, so let's take a look at a few sample questions. So a tip I'll like to give you guys is you highlight the part of the Venn diagram for whatever question they are asking, so that you don't get confused when doing these questions. So what I mean by that, I'll show you. Okay, so in a class of 30 students, there's 25 who study French, 18 who study Spanish, and there's a student who does not study French or Spanish. Find the number of students who study French and Spanish. So what they are asking is the intersect between F and S. So to find that, what you do here is you put this intersecting part, excuse me, it came out way bigger than I thought. Okay, you put this part which is an intersect of F and S as X. Okay, right? So if you have this part as X, then you have people who study French as 25 minus X, 25 minus X. People who study Spanish, so 18 who study Spanish, 18 minus X, and people who do not study French or Spanish, so 1 here. So you write this all in terms of an equation where 30 is going to be your final answer. So because it's a class of 30 students, so 30 is equal to 1 plus, because 1 outside this set, so 30 is going to be the universal set. So universal set is equal to entire thing. So we have nothing in common with F and S, so 1 part of F complement, like the part of F intersection of F and S and part of S. So everything equals to this universal set which is 30. So 30 is equal to 1 plus 25 minus X plus 18 minus x. Okay, you rearrange this equation, you get 29 minus 25 minus 18 is equal to minus 2x plus x. Okay, again simplifying it gives you minus 14 is equal to minus x. Okay, that just means that x is equal to 14. So this part here you see x is equal to 14. So over here you write 14 as your answer. So then what is 25 minus x? That is 25 minus 14. So 25 minus 14 is 11. So here the answer is 11. Okay, and what is 18 minus 14? So the answer here is 18 minus 14 is equal to 4. Okay, and to check if your answer is correct, you could add them all up and see if it actually tallies up to 30. And if you do that, you can see 1 plus 11 plus 14 plus 4 actually adds up to 30. That means that your answer is correct. Okay, let's clear that. Okay, one of the 30 students is chosen at random. Find a probability that this student studies French but not Spanish. So what they basically mean is common, the intersection of f with s complement. Okay, that's what they actually mean. So s complement is everything outside s. So we have 11 and 1 here, that they don't study French and Spanish. But when they say complement, it's like when they say intersection, which means that parts which are common with this entire thing, which is the s complement, and f, so only this part. So as you can see by that is that the only part which is common with s complement and f, the part which is overlapping is f, which is 11 students which study French. So 11 of 30 is going to be your probability, is equal to probability of f intersecting s complement. Okay, let's take a look at the next question. On this Venn diagram, shade the region R intersecting with P union Q whole complement. So P union Q whole complement is this part. So we have P union Q. Okay, this part is P union Q. Okay, you shade this part first. Then you look at what could be the complement of this. So what part do P union Q don't have in common with anything? So what part is actually excluded from P union Q? So then you shade this part as complement of P union Q. Okay, this part is not in common with P union Q. Okay, so and they are asking with R intersect, so parts which are overlapping with R. So over here you can see that this part here is overlapping with R. That means that only this part needs to be shaded. So the part that you will shade for this question is going to be this, and that's going to be your answer for R intersecting P union Q whole complement. So this is going to be your final answer. Okay, let's take a look at another question. Shade the region A intersecting B complement. We did a question similar to this before in the last question. So B complement, what is B complement? So everything outside B is going to be your B complement. Over here everything is outside B, but it is intersecting with part A. So the only part which is common with B complement and A is this part. So what you are going to shade here is this part only. Okay, you're going to shade only this part. Okay, you're not going to shade this intersecting part or the part of B or the part outside A and B, only the part of this. Okay, that's only what you're going to shade. That means A intersecting B. Wait, I can do a better job of coloring than this. Uh, okay. Uh, Hold up for a second. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is what you're going to shade for A intersecting B complement. Okay. This Venn diagram shows the number of elements in each region. Write down the value of n A union B complement. Here they are saying A union B complement. So B complement, what part is not in common with B? So what part of B? So everything except B. Okay. All this is going to be a part of B complement. But here they are saying A union, which means that A, okay, this entire portion of A along with the part which is overlapping, so 7, this 4, and then we have the complement as well, so 7 plus 4 plus 3 is going to be your answer. Okay, so the answer for this is that n is equal to 7 plus 4 plus 3. Here these numbers, okay, this n means the number, so that's going to give you an answer as 14 as the number of elements which are common with A union B complement. Okay, because when you're looking at A union B, you can also take the part which is common with A union B, but when you're looking at A intersecting B complement, you do not take this middle intersecting part. Okay, only when you're talking about A union you can choose this intersecting part, right? Shade the region required in each Venn diagram. A intersecting B intersecting C. Basically it means the common elements of all of them, so only the part which is common in all of them is this A union B union C, the central part. Okay, simple. So A union B complement. So what is B complement? Everything outside B. But when you're looking at A union, it means that this part needs to be shaded along with this. So A union B complement is this, and then this universal set as well, and that's going to be your answer for this question. Okay, so just practice as many questions as you can from your textbook, from other sources, from past papers, until you completely master the Venn diagrams. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Best of luck for your final exams, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and thank you for watching.